It is season 2. Just two Mervs talking hoops as the journey continues. It is a whole new season. We're going to a new June. Coach Murph, welcome back. Great to see you. Man, are you ready? Are you ready for season 2?
I thought I was seeing things. Am I ready? And I see the sweatshirt in the back, baby. Podcast Paul, Coach Murph. Here we are. Season 1 to season 2. Episode 1. I didn't even think there was going to be a season 2. I am happy. I am jubilant. Now that I just noticed the sweatshirt in the back with the logo, I lost it a little bit. Now I'm even more joyous.
We'll get to that later. We'll get to that because that's a part of this podcast. And
awesome.
Hey, we're in a whole new season, so there's all sorts of new things we're going to see. But we're back to our monthlies, right? But
That's right.
Who would have thunk? We're in the NBA offseason. What offseason? There is no offseason. There is too much going on since the last time we were on here, Coach. I mean, where do we start? First, we got a new NBA champion, the Denver Nuggets. We probably got to start there. We got trades. We got free agency. We got the draft. We got unicorns. We can go into that. I don't know where to go. I mean, just so much. So much fun stuff.
So much. Let's just.
We got to start with the champions, though, right?
Yeah, we have to give props.
I mean, last time we were on, it was tough for us because our Celtics didn't make it to June. It was the Heat and the Nuggets.
Bitter and frustrated as I should have been, like most Celtics fans still are. We're gonna talk about that. But I was you were very positive, and I speaking some more truth. So I'm feeling better now after the Porzingis trade, which we'll get into that. Let's just talk, give props to Denver.
Yeah.
And talk about them. Give Joker his props.
I mean, what a performance, what a run in the playoffs. I mean, I guess the question is, were they that good? Yeah. And I guess the ultimate question is, are they still the team to beat this year?
Yep. They're still there. They're still there. Also,
what was so impressive to you?
So the Denver, that team is like an old school, my favorite kind of basketball, 80s ball, just team. The Joker is like an old farmer kind of guy. He's just old school, big. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You get what I'm picking up? What I'm
lunch pail, ready to go to work.
He's a classic, man.
They literally win the championship. The confetti's coming down, and he's like, "Can I go home now?"
Yeah, he's like, I have other interests. Whatever.
Right.
He literally said that. He's like, I don't really. Thank you. Thanks. That's humble, but he's awesome, man. On and off the court, we all love him, and he was a hard worker. That whole team played well. It wasn't just him, and we don't talk about the coaching as well. But they had a strong team, and it was just some good physical ball. Like in the whole time you were saying this quietly, they're quietly winning, quietly doing it. All of a sudden, they got the ring. So he got the monkey off his back. And now he gets the props he deserved. I told you he's not going to get it until he gets the ring. And he got it. So props to them. And
what's interesting about them going into this year is we talk about all the new teams and who's got a chance. What did they have? Continuity, right? They've had that same team a while now, same coaching staff.
Great word.
Same all the way across. The only thing they did is add a few pieces that really made the difference.
Yep.
Right? Gordon a couple of years ago. He was huge in the finals. Bruce Brown, dude.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I don't even know how much they paid for the guy. It wasn't a lot. He just got his bag. I think he's going to the Pacers, right? He's no longer with them.
Nice.
But they only had him for a year.
Yep.
But that just shows you these teams at the top, and I know we're going to talk about our green being one of them. All it takes is one or two guys to add to your mix. But I would say the biggest takeaway for me is they've just been the same. They've had the same group together for a while, right?
Yep.
Versus trying to put together these super teams that are ready to win now. And hey, the Joker, man, let's not dance around it. The guy's the best player in the league.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Oh. You have to give it to him after the ring. Yeah. Yes. Yes. That's it. I got nothing there.
All right.
There's different levels and different positions on who's best in this, that, and the other.
We got to congratulate them because they took season 1's crown. They journeyed all the way to June. They got the title. And now let's put that behind us. I agree with you. I think they're probably one of the favorites. I think Vegas is saying they're one of the favorites. But it's July, baby. We're moving on to the new season. And a lot has happened since they won, right? So we get to the finals, they win the championship, and there's like no rest. We get right into the draft.
Yeah.
Right? Then we went right into free agency. We've had trades. We've had a lot going on. So I'd like to start. I guess we got to start with the trades, right? Yeah. So the first one to go down was Bradley Beal. The Wizards just like selling off everybody, right? So it started with Bradley Beal. He goes to Phoenix. This is like the first shoe to drop, right, Coach?
Yes. Before
everybody's like, "Oh, we got a new big three."
I'm gonna go right into that. I just wanted to give a little props to like the players on Colorado, to like DeAndre Jordan, Jamal Murray, obviously, but this kid Christian Brown. This thing, I think it's like
Brown. Back to Denver.
Just real quick, we'll finish. Braun. It's like he's that young guy. Yeah. He came in there with that fire. You remember?
He was a rookie.
It's pronounced Brown, but like it's Braun. You know what I'm talking about.
That's a great point. Any team out there right now, as we get into the NBA draft talk as part of this, that got their new guy, Christian Braun was a rookie, and he made a difference. In game 3 in the finals, he swung a game. He actually swung a game. He had like, 18 points. So all you teams out there that got that good draft pick, don't think that player can't make a stamp this year. Yep. They can. Yep, Christian Braun did.
They did great.
Great point.
Aaron Gordon.
Coach's point.
Check it out.
And Coach's point.
Contavious, Caldwell Pope. Like they had a squad. I'm going to move forward, but I just wanted to, there's a point. There's going to be there's all throughout there. Like I brought up the reason why I brought up Brown, aka Braun, the kid. You're going to hear this throughout the pod. Energy, intensity. That's it. The kid came with it. Energy, intensity, hard work, bringing the energy. Do you see him? That's it.
Game 3 or game 4 was in Miami.
Every time he was in, he would just bring a fire. All right, let's move on. That's going to be something that you'll see throughout the pod. All right, so we were talking about Bradley Beal. Let's go to Beal. He's one of my favorite players in the NBA. He's like water, man. He flows. Really good friends with Jason, as you know, grew up. Jason Tatum, you know about their relationship. You know, they grew up in the same area. I love that trade. Good for him. He's on a better team. You're going to see more out of him. He needs more players around him. You know, what do you think about that squad now?
A lot of scores. Yeah. Lots of guy that can shoot. Yeah. But here's the problem I have. They all do the same thing. They're all the same player. Yeah. Booker, Durant, and Beal. What do they love? Jump shots. Can they even play defense? Who's playing defense out of those three? They don't play defense.
Well said, man.
I don't know. I'm not a big...
No, you do know. I'll just stop there with everything. Everything's defense.
Yep.
That's the problem. You're going to get me started. I'm going to get all revved up too, because that's what I want to see more of, intensity on defense. And they will.
Hey.
D Bookers, they can play that three. That's a three-headed monster. And KD can play D when he needs it. If they do play better D, absolutely. If those three click, that's a dangerous squad. But absolutely, they need better defense. They need better, they need.
I mean, shoot, look at game 5 in the NBA Finals. That was a tough watch when it came to offense. And the reason it was, that was pure D. Both teams giving their all on defense, right? And Denver just had a little bit more.
Yep.
Right? I mean, they played. I mean, everybody wants to talk about their offense. It was their defense that won it for them. So we know that. We know that's the game. That doesn't sell the tickets, though. That doesn't get the people in.
Defense wins championships in every sport. But there was one year that New England Patriots was so good on offense, it didn't even matter. Like if their offense is so good with those three prolific scorers, all three of them scored in 40s.
Wait, you're talking about 2007 with the perfect Russell year that they lost in the Super Bowl, man.
Here's the
greatest defensive team.
Yeah. So there you go. Well said. Touche. Bang. So defense does win championships. They'll get you there, right? The offense will get you there, but when it comes down to it, in the finals of all sports, you'll see that you have to have the defensive. You have to have the great defensive players stepping up. Man, I'm all fired up. Here we go. What else we got?
So, just kind of staying there with I guess all of a sudden we're just talking about Western Conference. With that trade, did that bump Phoenix up, or do you still feel like no? Oh, they did bump up.
Absolutely.
So you think it's Denver, Phoenix in the West right now, as things sit?
I'm not making any of those.
Yeah. We're not doing any of that yet.
We're not doing any of that yet.
It's only month one. It's only July. I mean, some of the teams haven't even been formed out yet, AKA our Celtics, which you'll get to. And actually, let's hit on it, man.
We're going right there, jumping, boom, right into it.
The big trade. The big trade, right?
There's not that much. There's not like a whole bunch, a lot. I have every single offseason move right here. every agency deal, everything. But the Celtics got, obviously.
Well, it was weird how it went down, right? Because we hear earlier in that night when it was going down that they're going to be trading Malcolm Brogdon. It was like a 3-player or 3-team trade where he's going to the Clippers and somebody else is going out. And they're getting Porzingis. It all comes down to what? I don't even know a lot about Kristaps Porzingis, which we're going to talk about a lot in this podcast. But then all of a sudden it fell apart. Something happened with Brogdon. He's hurt. I don't even know. And we're like, oh, that's off the table. Whatever. And then it was either the middle of the night or the next morning we find out. Because I was fine with that. I was fine for whatever reason losing Brogdon. But when I found out we're doing the trade to get Porzingis and we're losing Marcus Smart, oh boy, that hurt, man.
I love Brogdon. Brogdon's Marcus needed to go, man. I'm okay with that.
Whoa,
yeah, he's done. Bye. This is a business, dude. NBA is a business, by the way. You never take anything personal. See you later.
Yeah,
Marcus does Marcus things. He was a great leader and did things that he was a gritty and defensive player. Amazing offense. Irk me the way he tried to play. Irk. It was time. It's time for change. Bye. Porzingis, man.
Hold on. I got to stop you.
We're gonna talk. Thank you, Marcus.
You're there now. Thank
you, Marcus.
But the initial reation, you weren't like, oh.
No, I was for a split second, but I felt my instincts were like, this is it. And I only felt good about Porzingis when I went and looked on his Wikipedia and looked what he's done in his career. I don't think people really know, and they need to know. He had promising years, 2016 to 18.
Yep.
He was injured. He had 2 major injuries in his knee, an ACL and a meniscus. This held him back. 2016 to 18, he was in the high 30s. He was double and he was crushing it. Last season, he scored 41 or 43 with 19 boards, the biggest numbers he's ever had. He's the healthiest he's ever been. And he's not a frail big guy. He's a true 740. That's a 240. He's a beast. And that's what we need. And we also got O'Shea Brissett, who's a big dog. He didn't do much in the Pacers last year. That much, but I've noticed his numbers. He's new. He's only 25. He's a big dog. He's 6'7", 210. And he we got a big team now, bro.
So do you feel like the Celtics got better with this trade?
Yes. If we're going back to the finals, let's just say we're in the finals. Let's just say we went to the finals with this team right now against the Joker. We have bodies now. Size matters. And we're going to get into Victor, how size doesn't matter. And that's a different size, isn't it? A unicorn, a little skinny unicorn. I'll get into that too. I'm going to have a whole fun thing with that.
Yeah. I get something to add on that too.
Yeah. But this is man time. Zingis can shoot and score and rebound. He's a true center, just as true as Robert Parrish. We haven't seen this yet. We had what Montross just popped in my head. Garbage. We have had garbage centers. Now we got Big Al right here. The vet still wanting the ring. But who else do we got next to him? Robert Williams. We have a young team, man. 42 years old, Joe is.
Can these guys stay healthy though? That's the ultimate.
Yes,
question.
It doesn't matter. Don't tell you we're gonna get injured. Come on. Of course we're gonna get a little.
Got to throw it out there, man.
But they're young. It's like 25s, 27, 27, 29, 25, 26. We got the squad with youth. Robert Williams, Big Al, and Zingis. Yeah. A big 3. Throw in JB right there. What? There's a lot. All I know is we got bigs, and you know how much I care about defense and boards, dude.
I got to stop.
Rebounds is probably the most important thing to me. in this sport.
I got to stop you there though, because one of the things,
and I'm done. I'm done. That's it. That's all I got.
One of the things I'm shocked about, and this kind of hits on free agency / supermaxes. Yeah. If you would have told me a couple of weeks ago that we'd be getting on this pod and Jaylen Brown still has not signed his contract,
we were hoping he was going to get it right like today.
So I'm starting to think. I mean, we don't even know. Like you're saying,
why wouldn't he wait to the very end, dog? It's all. This is the game. It's so simple. The game of life. It's all business. He's going to wait till tick, 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 the last minute.
We can't really because he's going to get
and then he's going to get the biggest supermax, the biggest contract of all time. You know that, right?
Well,
it's a record.
That's what we think. But you know, as much as I want to talk about this,
something else is going on, Paul, for sure.
And that's where I was going with this. Is as much as I want to like break out here, you have trades over here and free agency over here. They're all one. So the question is back. Well, back
somebody
to trades.
Going to see the more money. It's simple as that. Somebody
as we sit here, what's the biggest news in the NBA right now? This Jaylen Brown supermax and Damian Lillard.
Oh, D Lillard, and he wants nothing to do with us. You know, he wants nothing to do with us. But that might have been all a game too.
Is that going on though?
Jason, I was reading. Is
Jaylen Brown
any of that stuff
going to end up on the Trailblazers? Is Jaylen Brown going to the Trailblazers and is Lillard coming in? The chances of that are very, very
I don't want
unlikely.
It to.
I don't either.
What's the word that you said? I said good word. What did I say? Good word. I said to you. What was the word you used? I said good word.
Good word
you used before about the Denver.
Nuggets. Continuity.
Enough said. Why leave? Stay with JT and work it out and make all the naysayers bow down.
We literally make have to look happen, at ESPN.
Grow. I'm in a different place now. I said they're never going to grow. Anybody can grow. We can all go. It's a choice. They need to grow, and they're young, and the JT and JB need to stick together and get a ring. And I feel it's going to happen. I'd rather have JB than Lillard. Thank you very much. But if Lillard comes in, he's a great threat. He's a superstar. It's like a win-win. I'd rather see the JB-JT relationship grow to a higher place. Okay?
Do you know Hardwood Houdini?
I know Hardwood Houdini.
He's the one.
He's our guy. Shout out to Hardwood Houdini.
He's the one throwing this out there just a few hours ago.
I already have it here. I bet.
All NBA wing Jaylen Brown is now eligible for a supermax contract extension, but there's been no news of Brown agreeing to such a deal. This has led to speculation that the Celtics are considering moving on from Brown, whether they are loath to offer the extension or loath to sign it.
Yeah, I know already, dude.
I know. I'm just shocked that he hasn't already signed. And you're right; he's probably just waiting. And as we actually post this pod, it's probably going to be old news, and he's on the squad. But I guess the ultimate question is they did lose two loud voices in the locker room: Marcus Smart, Grant Williams.
Good for Grant. 4 year, 53. Good for you. Bye. I don't want you on the team anyway. Gone.
He wasn't even playing.
They weren't what we needed. It was we got what we needed from them. They're both great players. JT and Williams were close, by the way.
Yep.
Jason would say that was his best friend, but I don't care. Good. Bye. They would butt heads a lot too. This isn't part of Joe's plan. I'm not making any apologies for nothing. Last pod, you know how fired up I was, and I said, bye, Joe. No, bye, Joe. Remember, I was like, no more Joe. But now I see Brad Stevens, and now I see, we need second chances in life. Coach Murphy got second chances.
I love season 2.
I said, yes, you do. Joe gets a second chance, but Joe's got a coaching staff now that's stellar.
Yep.
Who did we just pick up?
Sam Cassell.
Boom! Ding, ding, ding.
Charles Davis? Charles Lee. Charles Lee.
Forget. I have it right here.
Charles Lee.
Yeah! Ding, ding, ding. Podcast, Paul.
Don't even know the guy, but they say he's good. He came from Milwaukee.
And then the secret one you don't know about.
Is there a new pickup?
Ding, ding, ding. His name is Phil Pressey. And that's the nickname of Podcast Paul in high school when he had record scoring, whatever.
5 points in 5 seconds, man. Never forget.
Named after Paul Pressey, the Milwaukee Bucks. Ding, ding, ding. Most AKAs, as I know, PIM3, Podcast Paul, Podcast P, Pressey, PIMP. Come on, Paul.
Well,
Podcast Paul, baby.
So, okay.
His name. He's from Mizzo. He was a coach at Mizzo. He was he graduated. He played in the league for a while, and now he's on.
I mean, Pressy loves Pressy.
But you know we're yeah, dude. No, that was just a good sign. I was like, oh, Pressy. He doesn't have much experience. He's coached a little bit at Mizzo, but he's with us. So welcome. Sam Cassell, I loved watching him play. He was such a smart guard, great IQ. He's got great coaching experience. But I love Charles Lee. He's a behind the scenes with He was for a while, bro. Do you know where he's at, right? For 5 years.
Yeah.
Behind Bud. Bud was a good coach, dude, besides all the stuff about him. He's got experience.
Yeah.
You know, in a player as well. So I love that.
So here's what I'm hearing from the coach. He's a big believer in Brad. And Brad, as we're seeing.
All day, the Theo Epstein of the NBA.
He's going all in. We went from being down 0-3 to the Miami Heat, almost getting swept, and everybody talking about Coach Joe being fired to Brad saying, no.
I was pissed.
I'm putting all my chips in. Season 2.
Yeah, I listened to his
all my chips in on the coach. And that, if you really look at it, that's why Marcus is gone. I don't think Joe's a big Marcus guy, and he definitely wasn't a Grant guy because he didn't play Grant Williams at all last year.
It does. Yeah, he's backing his boy Joe, but he has, all right, everybody's flipping out. I played ball today with the boys. And Tony, he was like, they're freaking out about Joe. I'm like, no. Joe can grow too.
Ooh.
It's the power of growth. What's the power of growth? What is it? Suffering. And he had a wonderful suffering year, just like my life. That's why I've grown so much in you. Why are we so wise now? Look at all the suffering we've been through. Look where we're at. And Joe has great staff around him, but the Brad Stevens mind, man. He's backing up. I've come to my senses, but I'm still against what during the game podcast.
I remember Coach Spo.
What am I against, dude? In the game of the centering the game of basketball around something.
One person, one.
That's true, but what else?
One star
in the gameplay. The 3-ball. You should never ever depend on the 3-ball as much as they do in the NBA. That should be over here. And yes, we have great shooters, but you don't depend on that to win a championship. That is blaspheme against this sport, which I love, soulfully love.
So the question is, and by the way, just on that.
Am I wrong? Come on. That was a ding, 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 Coach Murphy.
You're right. It's a great coach's point. Yes, but back to the suffering as a power of growth. Yeah. Remember who stole that? Who stole that line?
Who didn't steal it? Coach Spo. Spo took it from you. He heard the cast. We don't know who's listening.
Miami. That's all right. That was season 1.
Spo's like, all right, I gotta listen to Jay.
Season 1 was Miami.
I gotta do something. Spo's like, I gotta do something. Listen to podcast, Paul. Coach Murph.
All right. So if I'm hearing you correctly, if and when Jaylen Brown signs.
Yes. Now we're talking. Yep.
And they do nothing else. So you got Porzingis, JB, JT, Al, Rob Williams, Malcolm Brogdon. We're not even talking about our guy who, by the way,
D. White.
By the way, hold on, pause. Hold on. Why did I not lead? Did I not lead the podcast on this? Listen, we don't even have to worry about the Celtics. What am I even doing here?
The green machine is the machine of green.
You know why?
Why?
Derek White.
D. White.
Shaved his head.
Finally, I didn't even see that. Yeah, I was like, hold on.
Look it up right now.
That is so hot.
It was all over the internet.
Oh, I didn't go there with that. That's so good. Finally, holding on to dear life.
So Derek White was already at this level up here. Now he shaved the head. We can just move on. We know the Celtics.
We know the whole the man's head and hair and confidence. We're just men. If you're not feeling your flow, if you don't have your bald is beautiful. I've been shaved. I have a little thin, but I've
no more troll. No more troll hair.
No, but the troll, it's a whole thing with men and hair and women too. Poor women that are balding too. It's horrible. It's worse than men, but it's a thing. And we're all just men. And it's confidence in not thinking and flowing and playing.
It's always about the cut. It's always about the cut.
I'm just too much. Podcast falls. Oh, he's right. Every single time. It's all about the cut. Fresh cut. I'm feeling good.
I
right
forgot.
now,
I can't believe.
So he's got that. That's huge.
That should have
no
been
joke. We're joking, have fun,
one.
but it's no joke here. That's a true thing. It's a true thing.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So yeah, now you know what? Now as we talk about this, I'm totally fine with the Celtics now. We're good.
Totally fine. I've been fine. Especially I didn't know he got the cut. I was like waiting for him to do that. Anyway, he's a player, man.
What about Miami? If Miami, do you think Miami's going to get Damian Lillard?
Oh yeah, that's he's gone somewhere. He's going. That would be that's what's going to happen.
Is he going to win out though? Because he's telling everybody, or what we're hearing out there is he wants Miami. Nobody else talk to me. It's Miami or bust.
Yeah.
So if if he goes to Miami, does that make them legit, or they trade away their depth? I mean, they were all about their depth with that team, right?
Yeah, that's interesting.
As much as we want to downplay Miami, they're going to be.
You need size,
again.
boy.
They're going to be in the mix again.
Bro, you need size to beat Denver. You need size, man. Period. You need size.
Yeah.
And as I was preparing for the pod and going through stuff, I'm like, looking at like the size of people. And remember, also I got a couple of surprises, but it was the year of Bill Russell. So, he passed in 2022. It's almost a year. He passed in July. Where is it? I have it down here. July 31st, 2022. Yep. Size. Will Chamberlain size. Kareem size. Magic Johnson.
Well, the Joker was the first.
How tall is Magic Johnson, bro? 6'9".
6'9".
Size.
Wow.
Yeah, people forget he's a special guard. He was a guard forward. I got some special cool stuff to get into, but you need that. You need it. Well, and then they don't really have that, do they? They didn't really have enough size against them.
Yeah.
Yep. So what else want to go into?
Before we go where I want to take this,
yep.
Anything else we want to talk about as far as what we've seen so far with trades, free agency?
I'm hoping we're going to see something about O'Shea Brissett. I think I'm getting into your brain. We're going to talk about the unicorns.
We're going to get there. We're going to get there. That's what I want to talk about.
That's the dessert. I have some special fun dessert. That's weird. It's cool. It's true too. But I have nothing. I can go. Let me just fly through right here. I have the whole.
And it's not over. That's the thing.
I have a whole thing like Rudy Gay trade to Jazz for the Atlanta Hawks. Like I have the whole thing here. I can just fly through it. It's nothing. Like there's nothing major.
Yeah, but is there anything that jumps out besides the Beal? Phoenix got Beal.
Strauss. I was like, oh, you got rid of Strauss. Scratch my head. I liked him. He's gone to Cleveland.
Right.
He went to Cleveland. That. Kyrie's got, the Dallas Mavericks. They picked up Grant with Kyrie now to get that connection. Denver. They got DeAndre Jordan. Monster, dude. Reggie Jackson, Justin Holiday return. Pistons, Golden State, dude. Chris Paul.
Oh, there we go. There we go. We missed.
Oh yeah, just two Murphs talking about Robbins coming in for Batman. Let's go.
So your boy, the pool party's gone out to the Wizards. They got rid of the pool party.
Player.
Well, you know why? Because they had to re-sign Draymond. Draymond got re-signed.
AKA Paul gets best friend. You're hoping he's coming to the Celtics. I kind of want that to happen. Yeah. I love Draymond. I love his psychological edge, his mouth, how loud he is, physicality. You know about me.
But after that whole Jordan Poole, knockdown.
So he got his 4-year deal, monster deal. Good for him, Draymond. And Chris Paul comes aboard.
It's going to be weird.
Leader guard, another man with a ring. He needs a ring. So he's got that fire to get that ring, and he's a great veteran guard. And then they got Dario. Dario's not that good. Sarek, I don't know if you saw it. They got a 1-year deal. He's a big dude. He's 6'10". He doesn't score that much, but he does make an impact. So like I think they upgraded. It's going to be close because that whole
did Golden State get better?
The dissension in the ranks with Draymond in the pool too. Like that effed him up. I don't know. I really think Chris Paul.
The Lakers didn't get better. They didn't really do anything.
Steph and Draymond
just getting older.
Chris coming in there. Anything's possible with Curry on the bench. In the game, dude.
Yeah. And
they still got Clay. Splash Brothers still there.
Yeah.
And they got a little Chris Paul love. I like that. Houston. Let's move. Fred VanVleet agrees to 3-year deal.
Oh yeah, Houston picked up a bunch of people.
Yeah, they did. They got like a whole
Dylan Brooks,
Green, Jeff Green, Aaron Holiday, Jock Landau, Patty Mills, Fred VanVleet is. I always say Fleet.
Well, that's Ime's team. Udoka.
Yeah.
He's the Houston coach.
Good for him. Let's move on from him to all that personal stuff.
Well, you heard what Danny Ainge said. Obviously, he's a Brad guy too. Oh, he came out and said he backed up Mazzulla and said Mazzulla's a better coach than Ime.
Ooh, yeah. We got to stop hating. It was his first crash course year, and we're super hard in Boston on everybody. Like as fans, we are like demand greatness, and if you it's too much. I was looking at my guy today. I'm like, damn, am I that ruthless? So like, I'm not gonna be like everybody deserves a second chance. It was his first year, and he doesn't even really need a second chance. What I don't like though is depending on the three ball, and if I don't care if you're a superstar. If I see Jason Tatum not contributing to the game because his ankle injury and his energy's low and he's not doing anything on the court, I'm not keeping him in the game the whole game. I take him out and I put Blake Griffin in. I take out JB. I don't care who you are. I take you out because you just have 8 turnovers. I take JB out too. You sit and I put in hungry bodies in. That's how you coach. You take the reins, and there's no egos, managing egos, and he didn't do that good enough. So let's hope that he grows into more of that man time coach. You got to make these decisions. Take him out. Take the superstar out. He's not contributing to the energy and the flow of the game. See what I'm saying? The greatest coaches they won't be timid. So their egos were over his. So my ego is a super ego. So like, I have to add, my ego. It will go right eye to eye with you. But if as a coach, I have to go up here with mine. It's alpha. I'm the alpha. I'm daddy. Yep. Sit down, puppy. Yep. I'm daddy. And that's how you do it, baby. Done.
Can we get in the fun stuff now?
I know. I was getting all fired up. That's fun. It's true.
No. I'm ready to move on.
Yes, we're done.
To a great topic that I want to get into. Yes. Which we hit on a couple of pods ago when we were back in season 1, and we just kind of brushed on it, but we're going to get into it right now.
Okay.
Because it kind of gets into the Joker, what he just did in the finals, what the league is turning into. We got to talk a little bit about unicorns.
Oh, we are going to the unicorns.
So
fine.
All this talk, right? The draft happens, the number 1 pick. We've been hearing about him all last year in France. Which I don't think their season ever ended, by the way. It kind of went on the entire time until the guy get drafted. Yep. But Victor Wembanyama, the Wemby, right?
Yep.
The unicorn.
But remember we had the pod about the unicorns. Like
they had it sold out for his first summer league game. The place was sold out last night. Mm-hmm. And this kid after the game, did you hear him? Did you hear what he said? He goes, I don't know what I'm doing yet on the court. Don't know what I'm doing.
It was awful. So do you know what LeBron? Did you see what LeBron did? He wasn't even there. The King wasn't there. You know where the King?
They know.
Was? Do you know where the King was? You saw what he said.
Oh,
right?
with Bronny.
You got to follow the ballers where the ballers go. It's a ballers.
Oh yeah,
it's a ballers world, dude. If you're a baller or not, either a baller mind, baller. But he's the king.
He was at Deuce's birthday party.
I don't know. No. He was at
By the way, Deuce right now is sitting front row in Vegas with his daddy watching the Celtics. Anyway,
he was at the jam. It's the what is it called? It's for the high school jam.
Yep.
Jam, the Peach Jam. That's it.
Yep.
High school. I'm telling you, dude. Have you heard about this kid? That's all over the news right now. So there's always this cool thing. Again, Hardwood Houdini shot out. Apparently, we're gonna do some business together. Hardwood down the road, baby. We're gonna get picked up. Looking forward to, man. Whoever wants to pick us up, I can't wait for that. Cameras, action, baby. Anyways, there was he didn't even go to the debut. He already knew. Supposedly, already knew that the unicorn was going to be a bust. Wow. And you know who he is? I figured out who he is. 7-footers, true 7-footers. They never do it. Sean Bradley. How much impact did he have in the game? He's the black Sean. Sorry to be. I'm not trying to be racist, but he's the black Sean Bradley. He's not going to do work. Wow. He's a skinny, tall Bradley. Look at him.
Right.
Well,
you knew something
wait,
was
what
a
else?
little off.
Bull. I'll name other names. Weak. But good for him because he got a huge contract, but I don't think he's going to ever really grow into that true unicorn. You need size. You need Greek just popped in my head. The Greek. That's a true unicorn. You feel me?
You knew something was a little off.
The Peach Jam in North Augusta, South Carolina went down. And LeBron was there watching this kid, dude. And I didn't even know. His name is Cooper Flagg. He's the number one recruit in high school. He's 16. And oh, my Lord. The numbers he's putting up. 50 points and rebounds, like 10 rebounds. He's a beast, this kid.
Wow. What's his name?
Yes, he's above the rest. His name is Cooper Flagg with 2 G's. He's
a freshman in high school?
A unicorn. Yeah, 6'10" monster.
Wow.
He's just a beast doing his work. That's a unicorn. This was a false unicorn, plastique unicorn. Pony, little ponies. Yeah. Unicorn. You with me?
You knew something was off. You just knew it was off when the night before he's slapping Britney Spears. What's going on?
Oh, he didn't slap him. Watch it. Podcast Paul. Come on. We are impeccable with our word. We speak with truth and love here. It was this head of security that gave her a backhand. You were like this. I watched it a few times. Brittany all being crazy. Brittany. Hey, mister. Wow. That's what you get, Brittany. Too close, man. Too close. Stay back, Britt. You're still a human being. You get a backhand from the head of security because you got too close. Doesn't matter who you are. Don't rush me. Don't rush me, man.
You're talking about Cooper. We're talking
I'm
about
saving one more name, Paul, who's I hate to call them plastiques. Taco Fall. He's going to be like a Taco Fall. You feel me?
I do.
That's it. They're just
I'll take it one step further. This is what I want to get across on the pod today with this whole unicorn talk. This guy being number one and, he's going to be rookie of the year. How many games is he going to play? Well, he's got to play at least these games to get rookie of the year. Guess who's going to be rookie of the year? And this is the unicorn we all should be talking about. We just forgot about him.
Bring it.
The reason why he's rookie of the year is because he got hurt last year, but he's back and he's playing right now. And look at his points. Look at his blocks.
Let's go to the tracker.
Chet Holmgren, Oklahoma City Thunder. Look at this kid. Let's go.
Yeah, I'm trying to go back to the tracker.
Right now. Elevates for a big come from behind block. Shows off with a big first quarter. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I'm trying to go to the tracker right now. I want to watch the tracker. Are you looking at the tracker?
We all forgot about him. Because you know what? It was actually at the Seattle crossover event.
Good stuff, dude.
What is it? What the heck's his name? Jamal Crawford. Crawford, who was 6th man of the year forever. Yeah. He's from Seattle, right? Yeah. Seattle doesn't have a team, but he does a pro-am NBA thing every summer. Last year, it was it just shows up. It's all these NBA players that were here in my town in Seattle. Tatum was there. LeBron was there. Chet Holmgren played in the game and hurt his ankle.
Wow.
He actually was great in summer league last year. This is what I'm throwing out there. I think this kid's going to shine in summer league. I believe he's going to be rookie of the year. We're not even going to be talking Victor in a few months. It's all
I'm done with that.
It's all going to be about Chet. That's a unicorn, right?
Well said. I just totally doing all my stuff prepping for the pod. I just totally overlooked my guy. Yep. I love it. Why not?
But this all takes us to why we really want to talk about unicorns. Because there's the original unicorn, and I didn't even know this. And now he's my guy, Mr. Kristaps, right? Kristaps.
You can do taps. We're just going to be calling him Zing. Zing, 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 baby. We're
the original unicorn. So when they traded for this guy, or the name was out there, the only thing I thought in my brain was, wait a second. That dude played for the Knicks. He got hurt. There's a lot of talk about unicorn. Then he went to Dallas. I had no idea because he played for the Wizards last year. I had no idea how good this guy is.
I didn't know his numbers either. 43 and 19 is all I got to say. That's the highest he's ever scored. But like I said before in the beginning of the pod, 2016 to 2018, his promising years, he was crushing numbers. High 30s, double-doubles all day. Boards, blocks, defense, knee injuries. He's golden. And it takes time to recover, man. This is only a few years back. I tore my ACL. I'm not even wearing my brace anymore. I'm 45. Oh, by the way, this is the birthday pod too. Happy birthday, coach, July 14th. But I'm feeling the best I've ever felt. I'm going to be 45. My knee, since my ACL 20 years ago. It takes a few years to really.
Well, the other thing too, back to your 3-ball thing that you can't stand. That's what I thought.
And he's only 27.
I thought that's all he did because I guess in Dallas, I just read about
I love
this.
the 3-ball, Paul.
Did you hear about this?
Rick
Carlisle, our guy, Rick Carlisle. Shout out to Rick. He used to play for the Celtics.
Baller.
Larry Bird's guy.
Where did he coach?
He was at Indiana, but he's in Dallas.
Yes.
No,
There
he's not
we
anymore.
go.
Now, I don't know where he is now.
I think he might be
he's
retired.
Indiana. He's the Indiana Pacers coach.
Yes,
but he was Dallas. But you know what? I just heard this about Porzingis. He actually wanted Porzingis just to shoot threes. What?
He can shoot.
So I thought he was only shooting threes, but he was being coached that way. His game's evolved. I didn't know he had a post game. I didn't know he had a mid-range game.
I looked it all up.
He plays defense.
He does it all.
So, I mean, if this guy stays healthy.
He's 240, bro. He's a big dog. So he's going to go ahead. Go out to hit the 3 when you're open. I don't care.
Yeah.
It's like I don't want to see less of that and see more of the involved old school game. Bring the down low game into this world. You know, that's what the Joker did.
Yeah.
He just brought the old school perimeter game, down low game back. It's real simple. It's just all so simple.
Is he wearing Antoine Walker's old number 8? Isn't that Antoine Walker?
Yes, I didn't put that. I was thinking, yes.
We'll be back after a quick break.
If you're really into podcasts like I am, and have thought at times like, I'm listening to these great podcasts, I could also do this. I could get on here and get my voice heard. But where do I start? How do I do a podcast, right? Well, fret no more because the answer is Buzzsprout. They can make podcasting easy, inexpensive, and it's a fun way to expand your reach online. And Buzzsprout, it's hands down the easiest and best way to launch, promote, and track your podcast. And they'll get your show online and listed in all the major podcast directories like Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, and more. And it'll happen within minutes of finishing your recording. Again, podcasting, it's not hard. Look at me and the coach. We've been doing this. We're having fun. But you got to find the right partners. And the team at Buzzsprout, they're passionate about helping you succeed. So when I join over 100,000 podcasters already using Buzzsprout to get your message out to the world, all you need to do, follow the link in the show notes. In our show notes right here, let Buzzsprout know we sent you, and they're going to give you a $20 credit. It's going to be on that second paid invoice, a $20 credit if you sign up for a paid plan, and it's going to help support our show. Buzzsprout, the easy, fun way to start your podcast.
That's a great sign because you know what I always say. I'm not doing it anymore. I always say, this is what I was saying in the last pod. It's Paul Pierce and Antoine Walker. It's Paul. That's who JT and JB are. No, they're going to win a ring. They're not going to let that happen. Paul got his. Antoine never got his. That's not the relationship those two are going to have. Hopefully.
So just wrapping up the unicorn talk, because on our last pod that we brought this up, we didn't even bring up Porzingis, the original unicorn. Now we're all about him being the unicorn.
But it's the unicorn.
But who else are we talking about?
The definition of a unicorn is not a true 7-footer in my world. In the podcast world here, our world, podcast Paul's world, just two members talking to us. A unicorn is Magic Johnson.
Nerves.
He's 6'9" and up. A unicorn could be Luka. He's 6'9", dude. It's a big dog that can play down low. He can play the center if you have to, like Magic Johnson did. And are you ready? Are we going to get into it now?
Let's do it.
Just get right into it.
Here we go.
Ding, ding. Remember I told you?
It's
I
Coach's
was going to
quiz
look
time?
up who was the youngest.
Wait, hold on. Is this Coach's quiz?
We just went into a trivia quiz.
Yeah. Coach's Corner quiz. Season 2 style.
It's a trivia. It's quiz. And I got more. I got other stuff. I got so much going on. I said, Paul, I was so fired up last pod. I'm always fired up. But it's just like more, not negative, but just like frustrated and agitated. I'm never negative. But I was just done. I was like done with the team. But I said, listen, I'm going to look up. I'm sick of it. They're old enough. I said, they're old enough. JB and JT are old enough. I'm going to look up when the best one and what the ages were. Are you ready for this podcast, Paul? Are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Kobe, Michael Jordan, Tony Parker, Shaq, Bill Russell, Kareem. Who is the youngest to win a championship in what age? Out of that group I just said. Who won
again?
In what age?
So many players.
Let's go. So the youngest, the one they won the championship. How old were you? He was the youngest out of that. You got to choose. It's a whole thing. Kobe, MJ, Magic, Shaq, Bird, Bill Russell. I'll even throw the Dream, Hakeem in there. Kareem, Wilt. Who is the youngest? Who is the one that did it?
All right, I got it.
This is
Magic Johnson, 1980, 20 years old.
Check it out.
In the year? Why did I give you clues?
1980, right?
I am beside myself. That's my brother. We're related.
It's the power of the pod, man.
It's the power of the pod, the spirit of the pod, the blood brothers. But we're brothers from the same mother.
I just crushed the quiz.
If you listen to this, we love
one.
you, Ma. So, but hold on a second, dude. Bro, you knew that, or did I know what I did? Because I brought it up before.
No, you've never brought it up.
I did. I brought up Magic before. Just a little bit. Remember? So you did a little bit.
I still got the year and the age.
You nailed the year, 1980 to 81 season. Magic was unreal. No, this is why I
watched a little bit of Winning Time.
This is why he's a true unicorn. There's a difference between unicorn's like a 7-footer or 7'4". No, he played center and guard because Kareem was injured and scored 42. Had like 10. He almost had a triple double, and he also got the MVP. He was 20. Second to that is Kobe at 21. All right, Tony Parker 21. But when Kobe won when he was 21, who did he have and what year and why did he win? Because he had him.
He had Shaq.
What years? Ding, ding, ding.
1996. No. Whoa. Kobe is not that. No. 2001.
But good job. 99, 2000. Look. This is where Coach Murph is wrong. I eat my food, I ate my words for Ted, for Miami. I always eat my words. I love it. It's rare though. It's a rare. That's why I'm so trim. I'm so trim and lean because I don't have to eat my words much. Shaq was 27 when he got his first with Kobe when he was 21. See, I'm like, ooh, now go easy on JB. Go easy on JT. They're still young. Guess how old MJ was when he won his first? How good is this quiz?
MJ
Come
was
on,
older. MJ was
Murph's talking to
MJ.
You guys love this or what?
He was like 7 years in or something, but before he.
How old was Michael Jordan?
I'm going to go with 28.
Check it out.
I'm out of my seat. We got to get on video soon. Pick us up, man. We're waiting for my 7. We're just 2 Murphs waiting for the 7-figure contract, baby. Manifest your dreams. Live your dreams. Paul and I are. You're absolutely right. The ding, ding, ding effects.
I missed the coach's quiz.
Good gravy, Paul. 28 years. Dude, so I was like, ooh, Coach Murphy, easy. Time, patience. He's 28. It gets better.
Yeah.
So I was like, wow, they're not even near that. They're like 25. Well, JB's like 26, I think, or 7. They're right. They're young, so young.
Yep.
And even D. White, Trade of Destiny, coined by Podcast Paul, is 29. Bill Russell's 24. Kareem was 24. All right. And shout out to the spirit of Bill. We love Bill. He only passed a year ago. He has 13 seasons. He had 11 championships, 8 straight championships.
Yep.
Crazy numbers. I was looking up Kareem's, Abdul-Jabbar's numbers, unbelievable. I was looking up Wilt's numbers, unbelievable. Hakeem the Dream Olajuwon, youngins. Look him up, YouTube him. How gracious, how awesome his game was down low. That is one of the best unicorns of all time. And guess how old he was when he won his first championship.
Who's this?
Hakeem. Podcast Paul is doing something over the side over here.
Sorry, I had to look at Chet.
No, he's doing things over there.
Chet
Hakeem the Dream.
I can't get off this Chet Holmgren thing right now. I think I'm all in with the Oklahoma City Thunder. Anyway,
let's go. Again, the
Hakeem, Dream Shake.
He's one of the best unicorns of all time.
Okay.
How old was he? And
I'm going to go with 28 as well.
Wrong. He was 31.
Yeah.
when he got his first in
Yeah. I should
1996. Wrong.
No.
94. I
Right,
I got it for you. Lose.
That's right.
94, 95. And then again, back-to-back championships.
That's
Remember?
right.
They won 2. He was 31. So I'm doing all this. I'm like, easy peasy. And then we're going to get Al one at his age. We're going to get these boys. They have plenty of time. And now we got Joe back, but it goes back to podcast.
So hold on. You're back. You're
I'm
renewed.
fully back.
You're renewed.
It's totally renewed and
Awesome.
transformed. Yeah. Happens almost every day. I wake up.
You said they're never going to win a championship.
I go to sleep. I die.
So
I wake
you're
up,
taking that. You're
reborn.
taking that back. Renewed.
Totally taken back.
All right.
I don't even have to take back it because
it's okay to be in the moment.
Now this is all came to be. Like we didn't know, like you said, what's going to happen in the offseason.
Right.
All fired up.
Yeah.
But the continuity, the consistency, sticking with each other. And these super teams are great. That can happen. You can make one. We did in 08. We made one in 08 and they only got that one. But that was a different kind of monster. You need to have
Boston, Oklahoma City is going to be in
Rajon Rondo, one of the most unsung heroes of all time. You have the intensity and defensive tenacity and offensive threat of KG. His energy is highest of all time I've ever seen intensity. And then you have Paul Pierce, of course, and the rest of the guys. But we had the ultimate bench too. So it was the whole squad. It wasn't just a super team, was it?
No.
No. And the coach. His voice.
I just can't wait for you to look up
need to drink some tea.
An updated picture of Derek White.
Oh, yeah.
On your wall.
That's dude. So that's it. That's that, dude. The day in Lakers history, Magic Johnson starts at center versus 76ers, game 6 of 1980 and 1980 NBA Finals. He was 20, but that doesn't matter. Hakeem won when he was 31. Doesn't matter. Doesn't. So I'm feeling way better about our Kristaps Porzingis. Zing is going to come in there, and we have the squad, man. I think we have the best team in the NBA.
Whoa, there it is. I've been waiting in this podcast. Yeah. It's been a slow build for him to get there.
Yep.
Ain't it? He's feeling they made the best move so far in the offseason, assuming they signed JB. And you know what? As much as I talk about season 2, trying to keep this on schedule, a monthly pod, we might have to do an emergency pod early on, man. Because
whatever you say, Doc.
Our next pod is going to is the way it is now, is August, right?
Yep.
But if something goes down in the next couple of weeks that we missed on this podcast, we might not be able to wait. So we'll just have to, we'll think about that. We'll let that simmer.
You got anything else? Because I got another secret surprise.
I think I'm ready to wrap it up soon, man.
Wrap it up with a quick one.
All right.
It's a quick one. It's a double quiz. It's a double.
All right.
You're getting 2 scoops of wonder. It's a summertime. I want 2 scoops.
Yeah.
And the girl asked me about if I wanted.
Coach's corner.
I couldn't believe I'd said it. She goes, 1 scoop or 2. I said 1. And then I felt terrible about myself after. I was like, why just get 1 little scoop? And I have 2 scoops of wonder. The NBA Summer League quiz. It's going to be a quick one.
All right.
Yeah. The NBA Summer League quiz is also known as what, Paul Gaspar? What's going on right now?
What is it known
as? The NBA Summer League is also known as it's going on. They're playing there. So it's easy.
It's Vegas.
Las Vegas Summer League. It's a little confusing because there's also current NBA Summer Leagues, California Classic, Salt Lake City Summer League. It was cool looking this up. But the most prominent summer league that the NBA is affiliated with is the Vegas League.
Yeah.
Okay. It's cool, man. It's a cool little history.
Which, by the way, they built this new sphere in Vegas. Yeah. And when there's different events, it has different things going on. So it looks like a basketball right now. The sphere is just like a big basketball.
Yeah, that's cool.
It's
what's going on. It's cool, man. The NBA is really, I told you since the pandemic, we talked about, they did the best since the pandemic. They were the best to do the bubble. And I think after the bubble, whoosh, we slingshot into it.
And before you continue on the quiz,
it's not going to be long. It's very short. It's just
and again, by the time we press record by the time people listen to this podcast, this whole Jaylen Brown talk might have already happened because he's in Vegas right now.
Exactly. So in what year did the NBA attach its name to the event, making the NBA Summer League?
Ooh, what year?
Woo! Hey, you're getting some good. This is just Hoovers talking hoops, dude.
I'm gonna
give you.
I'm gonna go with 2003.
But not bad.
It was on a roll,
07.
man.
In 2007, this happened. In 2008, the Summer League expanded to 22 teams sponsored by EA Sports. In 15, Samsung took it over. It's a Samsung NBA League, Summer League. Since 2018, all NBA teams play in the Las Vegas Summer League. And that's it, guys. A quick little history and knowledge of what's going on right now in the Summer League.
Can I throw out who I think the MVP is going to be? I think I already just said it. Chet Holmgren. But runner-up, Jordan Walsh.
All right, let's go, man. There is things to look forward to in the offseason.
Yeah.
There is a season 2.
There is.
Episode 1 in the books.
Yeah,
Thank you for reviving my spirit podcast.
Yeah.
Just too
the journey continues, Coach.
And it never stops.
It never stops.
It's not about the destination. Kobe, rest in peace and power. He always talk to the kids and say, it's not about getting to the top of the mountain. It's not about these.
Well, you know what's really cool about starting this in the offseason too, Coach, is the regular season doesn't start till October. So, yeah, there's lots more to talk about when it comes to the league and what we're doing right now. But who knows? Maybe we have a surprise guest.
Yeah.
This is all about talking hoops.
Ooh.
So we're going to have some fun things come up for the listeners this year.
And one more thing I want to say now, I thought about, I was forgot before it was there in the beginning, is one more thing.
Yeah.
And Bill, rest in peace and power as well, said this. He said, there's 5 players on this team. It takes 5 out there, but you only have to shut down that one superstar, that guy that's scoring that 40. If you can shut down that joker, you can shut down that king and just play good D and shut down the other 4. If you can just let him score, let that superstar score the 40, just let him go off. But if you can hold down the other 4, you're good to go, man. You see what I'm saying? Like, just let that guy go off. You can't have 2 or 3 doing it, but we're going to have 2 or 3 doing it. Big Time Lord. Time Lord's going to grow even more. It's going to be a Time Lord.
Healthy, play more than 20 games.
Yes, he's going to grow tremendously. We're going to see a Time Lord and Ziggis duo. It's going to be like the Twin Towers with David Robinson and Tim Duncan.
Yeah.
How about that?
Yeah.
And that's it. Everybody,
one last thing I did want to talk about before we go out and before you do our send out. Hold on one second.
Oh, this just blew my mind. Just to Murph.
I had to take the headphones off for that. Sorry about that.
Finally,
everybody.
merch.
Well, we're enhancing our game in season 2. We're going to make it very exciting for the listeners. Maybe if you decide to engage a little bit.
We need more engagement.
Yeah, maybe if you go to our social media and you give us a like, you get a free T-shirt. Who knows?
Instagram.
Now,
we're on Instagram now.
The only issue with the T-shirt is we're still working out the kinks.
Oh yeah,
we had a little issue.
Oh man, what is it? Podcast Paul's showing the shirt. It was that's not your fault. That shouldn't have
This is one of them where you got the logo on the back.
That's sick.
It's all full. You got the whole thing. I'm still working out a front. Now, here's
Podcast Paul's holding up a black T-shirt with the Just Two Murphs Talking Hoops logo, and it's both sides, front and back, looking pretty cool.
I will have the final up on social media soon. But before we do that, I don't want to give anything away. But Coach's birthday is coming up. He might have something in the mail.
Yes.
So we're going to let Coach give final approval on the design.
Man, that's amazing.
But listeners, you're going to have a chance to win some gear and lots more fun stuff like this coming this season.
Growth merch. Let's go. It's July. This is my month, July 14th, baby. It'll be 4 or 5 Earth years, but that's a construct too. That's a limitation. I didn't think like that. I'm feeling the best I ever had, mind, body, spirit. And you can start today, right now.
Before you take us out, though, just staying on that, we have to let the listeners know too, and this will be in the show notes. We do have a new Instagram page.
Yeah.
Just Two Murphs. Because remember, we have our Twitter page, our Facebook group page. We now have an Instagram page. So you'll see a lot going out there. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Take a look at that.
It's going to be a fun summer of growth, working out the kinks. But aren't we always growing? Everybody's growing and working out the kinks. There are no mistakes, no coincidence. It's just experience, man. And I'm feeling happy and free because Paul and I are living our dream. We have this once a month. We get to have Zoom brother time and not talk about the problems of the world and our family nonsense. It's like we just do this. Yes, we talk about our family. We love them. But we have this beautiful gift. I also have the Murph ball and all that stuff. And I'm just enjoying truly the journey, like Kobe said. It's not about us getting to the top of the Just Two Murphs mountain or the Murph Ball mountain. Looking back, you'd say, that's the destination. It was that struggle, that suffering that I can smile through now. I can smile through hell. Just because I'm having a bad day, you know, I'm not feeling well. Doesn't mean I can't have a good day, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Just because I'm not feeling well, I can still have a good day, can smile through it all. So happy summer. Happy post-July 4th, Independence Day. Be happy and free. We'll see you in August. We love you, man. Just Two Murphs. Peace, love, and the green machine.
Just Two Murphs. We're so glad we're back. Excited to be here. We'll see you all soon.
Peace.